Try to see through the eyes of a child. See the wonder in the simplest things. Never stop dreaming. Believe anything is possible. Richie Sambora. If we experienced life through the eyes of a child, everything would be magical and extraordinary. Let our curiosity, adventure, and wonder of life never end. Akane Kramaric. I'm assuming since you clicked on the thumbnail of this video and are watching this video at this present moment, that you are currently on a spiritual journey, or most likely about to start one. Or quite possibly, you may have been traveling on a journey for many years now. In any event, you may be wondering to yourself, what the hell am I doing? Where am I going? Why isn't this working? And then again, you may flat out be wondering to yourself, what spiritual journey? What the hell are you talking about? Why am I even watching this video? Well, stick around for the next 10 minutes or so, and I guarantee that I will answer those questions for you. So my friend, if you make it to the end of this video, you may learn something new and gain a new perspective about your spiritual journey. And you may find out that you have already reached your destination. And you have done so from the very beginning, when you were born into this world up until the point when you were a child, playing in the playground. Think about what Deepak Chopra once said, quote, "See the world as it for the first time. See it through the eyes of a child, and you will suddenly find that you are free." End quote. So here you are. You found out about spirituality from a friend or somebody on social media, and maybe they told you that you should read a specific book and practice this or that or whatever. Well, I'm here to tell you that it really does not matter one way or the other. You already have the method deep down inside of you. You just forgot. So for the sake of argument, let's say you have already started a spiritual journey. While along your journey, you may be trying really hard to get somewhere or attain something. Let's say you are looking for the, quote, golden goodie. You may really believe that if you follow a certain set of guidelines, you will reach your destination and attain what you are looking for. Well, I'm here to tell you this. What you are seeking has always been with you from the very beginning. Rumi once said, quote, "What you seek is seeking you," end quote. You know, I thought about making this video after I heard something that Jason Michael Powers said in a video that he made several years ago, and I would like to play an audio clip from it now.
Jason Michael, feeling compelled and guided to share something with you. And I just share from my own journey, and I know that we are one in heart, one in mind, that what I come across, what I come into an awareness may serve you right where you are. I don't know about you, but on this spiritual pathway, you come across path partners, you come across beings and teachers and books and things, and you start getting, you could be overwhelmed. You know, what is right for you? What is true for you? What is true? What is right? And there's all these, you can go into a spiritual bookstore and just be inundated. What do you want to read? And there are some that say, you don't need to read, or you need to do this, or you need to meditate like this, or you need to wear this crystal on your head like this, and you need to wave your hands like this and do this, and boom, boom, boom. You know, we can get inundated with all that. So that is the impetus for me this morning. I just felt like, okay, go within. I journaled today, and there is something occurring within many of us, and there is something beautiful that is emerging within me.
Check the description for links to Jason's profile and other footnotes from this video. Now then, assuming that you have already started a journey, it would be safe for me to say that you have started to practice meditation. Of course, it's possible that you have not, but if you have, you may have noticed that the internet is full of all kinds of gurus that will tell you that you should meditate this particular way or that way to reach a certain level of consciousness and whatnot and all that jive. And maybe they told you that you should always meditate with your hands like this or that or whatever. They told you that you should always breathe in some particular manner, that you should hold certain crystals in your hand or light a specific candle or incense. But the truth of the matter is that you can attain all that in the simplest way possible. And the fact is that you have already discovered this when you were a little child. Maybe you just have forgotten how to do it. I was watching a YouTube video on the channel Dakota of Earth a few days before writing this script to this video, and I thought what Dakota was talking about in his video would be fitting for this video. So I have received permission from him, and I would like to play a few clips from his video right now that further strengthen my point. So here are some clips from Dakota.
I was on a train in India. I always think about how I travel to these places. I go to India, I go to like Mexico or wherever, I'm always constantly seeking something. And the moments when I feel fulfilled, when I find what I'm seeking, it's never in the cave trying to find the guy that's doing yoga, or it's never on the mountaintop or anything like that. It's always in the most humble, simple moments of just connecting with a moment, being present or being with another person. And just like a normal person, Like I spend so much time trying to find these sadhus that have deep spiritual practices. And then like I always think of this guy Jose I met when I was in Mexico. And Jose's just a farmer, can't speak no English. I can hardly speak Spanish. We didn't really communicate other than through sign language and smiles. And I was sitting there eating dinner with his family, and none of us could talk to each other. And it was such a spiritually fulfilling moment for me, where it was just like so human and so beautiful. Like I'm always trying to get away from my humanness and trying to transcend. Like we think of spirituality as being like getting out of our humanness, but there's something really profound and something really beautiful and something really in tune about just eating food with another person. It might not sound deep to some of you guys watching this, but that's something I learned traveling around. Is just like I'm looking for all these enlightening moments when they're always right in front of my face. It's not the destination that's the enlightening part. It's not getting to the mountaintop where the sadhu and the Buddha is meditating. It's the whole adventure. It's all the little. It's the villager that points you and says it's that way. That's the real teacher right there. The teacher is the whole thing. It's not the destination. The whole thing is the teacher, and we're so concerned and obsessed with the destination that we ignore the true essence of spirituality is just found eternally here, right now in front of us, this conversation. It's not someplace you have to reach. And that's something I've really realized about traveling all around trying to invoke spirituality or something like this. I have some notes that I wrote down from that day when I was in India, and I just never, while I was going through my notes, that's what inspired me to make this video. And I just want to read to you what I wrote down after experiencing this. On a train in India, this is what I realized. The universe is creation. You are the universe. Every moment you breathe creation. Meditation is about aligning with creation. When you align with creation, you flow with the current instead of swimming against it. And we all know this, right? We all know that when we align with this is basically what my realization was. Basically what my realization was is that meditation is not about like meditating in a position, doing some weird hand things. And what meditation is about aligning with the creation. And we all know this. We might not think we know this because we get so lost in concepts and we think meditation is this or that based on what the spiritual traditions have told us it is. But I'm here to shatter that. I'm here to remind you that you have been meditating profoundly since you were a child, specifically when you were a child.
Once again, please check the description of this video for the full video and links to Dakota's YouTube channel. I'm so happy for you because you made it this far along in the video. So maybe you are truly ready. Good for you. Now then, to conclude this video, I would like to say that you do not have to try very hard along your spiritual journey in such a way that you try to attain something and force the golden goodie to come to you. The fact is, you've already attained it when you were born into this world here on planet Earth and into your childhood. How do I do this, you may ask? And I will answer, you just need to remember how you used to do it when you were a little kid, when you identified with your divine being and played in peace and harmony with the universe, the all. You once played in such a way that you performed a dance and let your light shine. Like the song goes, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'd like to share a little story with you. When I was a kid, about 5 years old, I remember walking to the park by my house one morning. When I arrived to the park, there was this huge mound of dirt in a particular area of the park that tractors had created from doing work there. I remember that I got so excited about the mound of dirt, and I ran to it and I played in it all day long. I dug holes with my hands and imagined tractors and all sorts of machines building things. I was in so much peace and harmony and blissed out joy that I forgot about time. I don't remember how long I was there, but I remember that it started getting dark, so I went back home. When I got back home, I was covered in dirt. My mother was so upset because I had been away from home all day long and nobody knew where I was. But I didn't care. I was completely content. That's what I'm talking about. Do you see my point? Really now, all you need to do is let go of any preconceived notions of where you need to go on your spiritual journey and how you need to do it, and forget about the golden goody and simply return to the dance. And remember to identify with your divine being and play like a child. So I will end this video with the words of Dr. Wayne Dyer. Quote, to be more childlike, you don't have to give up being an adult. The fully integrated person is capable of being both an adult and a child simultaneously. Recapture the childlike feelings of wide-eyed excitement, spontaneous appreciation, cutting loose, and being full of awe and wonder at this magnificent universe. If you enjoyed this video, please click our logo in the top right corner of this video to subscribe to this channel, and click the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos. Vibrations of peace, my friend.